Welcome to Careless Coder, and today a short video, I promise. And it's about this lovely little device called the SIO2PC. I always call it the SIO2USB. Motherfucker! So today we're going to review this SIO2PC interface. What it is, it goes into the rear of your ATARI, not your rear. And then you connect a USB cable to your PC. On the PC is software running that simulates the ATARI disk drive. I bought this specific one from Lothar from Poland. Lothar is an electronics wizard and well known in the retro community. It's around 20 euros, so pick it up from him. But I will also show you a cheaper alternative if that is a bit too much for you at this moment. But I do urge you to sponsor this guy. He does great work. But you can make it even cheaper, I just found out. And the software is where the tricky part is. And there's not a lot of configuration out there. So I will take you through it. And the configuration that is out there is even wrong.
Hi, it's me from the future. Wrong is not quite right. It is wrong for the Lothar specific implementation. There are implementations that probably do work the way it's documented, but not Lothar's one.
So let's jump in and have some retro fun, yeah!
There are two software packages that simulate the disk drive. That is Aspect, this runs on Windows and Mac, and for us Linux users there is Respect. Respect runs on all major platforms, Mac, Linux, Windows, and that's why I use this the most. Both applications need to be configured. Let's first configure Aspect. Go to Tools, Options, and then select the device that the dongle is propagated as. You can either use TTY or the CU, it doesn't matter. And then the most important step, when you're using Lothar's dongle, do not use CTS. That is what the documentation says. That doesn't work. Use DSR, dataset ready, and just click save and that's it. And similarly on Respect. Tools, Options, select a device, it doesn't matter if it's TTL or CU, and then set it to DSR, again only for Lothar's. There are probably things that work with CTS. And then click save. And now we can load some images. This also goes the same for both packages. Click on the disk, select the ATR image, then turn on your ATARI, and when you see garbled text you need to hold the option as well. Holding the option will disable the basic ROM. Here we see it's loading. Now I need to press start to continue. There we go. And similarly in Respect. You click on the icon, you open the ATR image, you turn on your ATARI holding the option. That's usually 9 out of the 10 cases, and it starts to load.
You can also make one yourself by using one of these FTDI breakout boards. This one is from SparkFun. They run around $5, something like that. And you use them for anything that requires USB to TTL serial. For example, programming an Arduino Mini that doesn't have the FTDI on board. And you just run a couple of wires from the header to your SIO connector, like so. And an SIO connector runs around $3, something like that. So for $8 you can also make one yourself.
And now let's fondle with Lothar's dongle and load a nice demo. ATARI demo time. Zu Risiken und Nebenwirkungen lesen Sie bitte die Packungsbeilage oder fragen Sie Ihren Arzt oder Apotheker. A medical disclaimer, that's funny. Oh, that's cool. They've drawn 3 caricatures of the developers. CSS, SVL und R Specht. I don't know these guys, but cool. The Chaos Club Chemnitz. Apparently a very nice city. I've been to Germany many a times, but never to Chemnitz. Oh wow. Herzlich willkommen zu unserem Edelweiss Mega Demo. Alle Parts wurden von SVL Soft, Loader, Deuce, Demo und Chip Spezialsoftware, Intros, Edelweiss, English von Geos Club Chemnitz programmiert und gepackt mit den Cruncher V5 von Magnus. Thanks. That SVL logo was really cool. And now it's loading again from the SIO2PC. Caesar inducing loading bars. They should put warnings down. What's next? Oh wow. This is really nice. Look at the scrolling. Us C64 programmers were always like, the C64 is the best, but look at what you could actually do with an ATARI XL. Wow. Really, really vibrant colors, unlike the Commodore 64. Now, one little comment on this demo. I have heard about pink elephants, but pink horses riding skateboards? That is utterly new to me. Even during a nice little LSD trip, I've never seen a pink skateboarding horse before. Neither have I ever seen a pink elephant, by the way. So, okay, that argument doesn't hold. But I'm very impressed with this. These guys are really, really good. And the music, that is really, 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 really SID quality. It's really crisp. Wow. Unbelievable. You could also see that these demos gotten better and better and better the older the machines were. This came from 1992, so that machine was basically ancient by then. But yeah, it looks good. They really know how to get every detail out of these machines by then. Caesar inducing loading bars. Where are my pills? What is next? It's always exciting watching demos. Oh wow, look at those colors. Nice little raster bars. By the way, we will do a raster bar video soon on DOS. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present the Edelweiss demo. At first, I would like to thank Anal. Oh, Analog! I have a dirty mind and that's a joy forever. But these big jumbo letters scroll nicely. It's good. It's really well done. Enjoy the silence. It's like Christmas. Milka, die zarteste Versuchung, seit es Schokolade gibt. This well-renowned jingle has been written by Christian Brun. He has been composing for TV since 1958 and still going on. He wrote for series like Patrick Packard, Zilas, Jack Holborn, and my personal favorite, Captain Future. I love that score and he's been a tremendous influence on me as a musician. Great composer. So there you have it. SIO2PC. A lovely little dongle that you can also make yourself for about $8, I think. You need that unique little SIO socket and then your FTDI chip that you use for programming, for example, an Arduino Mini. I have a couple of laying around, so I could have just made it myself, but first of all, I didn't know back then what it was, and secondly, I love what Lothar is doing and I want to support him. So I urge you also to buy from him. And then just stick it in your trusty Atari and you will have afternoons of great fun during these gloomy, dark, wintry days. I hope you learned something and I hope to see you in the next one.